Hello, GRIO fam. You're watching The Hill with April Ryan, where we bring you the latest in politics every week. Let's start in Washington, D.C., where President Joe Biden delivered remarks on several key issues. I asked him about the Supreme Court's decision to hear arguments in two significant affirmative action cases and whether he believes the court will overturn a landmark decision that could put black students at a disadvantage.
I asked our Justice Department to defend the present policy before the Supreme Court. And like a lot of pundits, I'm not prepared to believe that the Supreme Court is going to overrule the existing decision. That's far from certain, and I don't believe that. But number one, what I did to try to change it is object to it before the Supreme Court of the United States, our administration. The fact is that we're also in a circumstance where there's a lot that we can do in the meantime to make sure that there's an access to good education across the board.
And now to the state of Florida, where former President Donald John Trump announced his bid to run for the Oval Office in 2024. He made the anticipated announcement during an event at his Mar-a-Lago resort Tuesday night. Mainstream Republicans are rejecting Trump. I spoke with political commentator Armstrong Williams, who told me that Trump should not run for a second term.
The former president has literally not matured, has not changed, and the country's already divided, and it's just the last thing that our country needs now. It's not about whether he's a Republican or whatever. His behavior, his rhetoric, his narcissism, and his pettiness is just un-American.
Now to Arkansas, where Democratic gubernatorial candidate Chris Jones lost his race to Governor-elect Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Jones amassed 35.1% of the vote, while Sanders earned 63.1%. In a recent interview with theGrio, Jones said that he is disappointed in the midterm election results and wants to take some time to regroup.
Yeah, I've always been involved in some form or another, whether it's in the private sector, in academia, the nonprofit sector, involved in really addressing issues of equity, addresses issues of justice, and again, in different forms. So that'll be a constant theme in my life. How do we help the least and the lost? How do we help those who are most vulnerable? That'll be a constant theme. What exactly it looks like, I don't know. Right now it's going to be taking some time to reconnect with my family, taking some time to recharge myself, and then get ready for chapter 2.
That's it for The Hill with April Ryan. We'll see you next week with the latest news and politics. Peace.